Are you looking to optimize your mindset and lifestyle for success in today's business world? You're in the right place. This is where you get to build your freedom through promoting through Facebook and selling on Amazon. Welcome to Actualize Freedom with your hosts, Wilson and Danny.
This is Actualize Freedom, the no bullshit podcast for hacking your freedom through selling on Amazon and lifestyle optimization. My name is Danny Carlson.
And my name is Wilson Lee. Today we're going to be sharing with you about product research, how to find your winning products. A little reminder that show notes can be found at actualizefreedom.com/3. And there you can be able to get all the transcripts and all the show notes and whatnot. So let's jump right into this, Danny. Are you ready?
Let's do it, Wilson. So number one, doing product research is practically 80% of your success. This is the number one sticking point with people getting started on Amazon. And a lot of people get stuck here for a very long time. So super, super important. Pay attention. Take notes, guys. So just imagine this. It doesn't matter how skillful a fisherman you are. If you're in a pond with no fish, you will never be able to win. So you really want to be looking for where the demand is. Like, if you find some random niche product that no one else is selling, like sure, there's no competition, but guess what? If there's no sales either, then you're not going to actually sell anything. So you want to go to where the customers are actually buying things on Amazon.
And likewise, another example, that's actually a very, very good example, running along the same example. Imagine that you're an amazing fisherman fishing in a pond with lots of fishes, but you're fishing with a hammer. You'll never be able to get any fish. And this is just like having an amazing product to sell, but using the wrong tools and not optimizing your listing, not having the proper keywords, not having the proper photos. And, that is just super detrimental to the success of your business. And that is the reason why we spend majority of our time in product research.
Well, actually, Wilson, I kind of want to try fishing with a hammer. That sounds fun to me, to be honest. But yeah, absolutely super important, guys. So by understanding the right criteria and the right parameters for product research of what is a good product to sell on Amazon, then we're able to use different tools online to help us find the right product. So this is why our emphasis should be so heavily placed on product research. So what are some really key products to avoid here? Let's start out with seasonal. Seasonal is not very good because let's say you sell Halloween products. Can you guess why that maybe is not a good thing to sell? Are people going to buy Halloween products in January? Probably not. They're probably only going to buy it in October or maybe September. So do you want to have your entire business built off something that's going to sell 2 months out of the year? Probably not. Another one is electronics. A lot of people are really attracted to electronics because the sales volume is huge. Like people love all their gadgets and iPhones and all that stuff. But the thing about electronics is they have a really big defect rate. So you can almost guarantee that upwards of 15, 20% of your products are going to be defective. And so you get them inspected, and that's just the cost of doing business. And also, you're going to have higher refund rates because a lot of these products end up in customers' hands still despite your inspections, and you're going to get more refunds. And so those sales numbers, you kind of have to cut a large amount of your profit off of those actual sales numbers that you see because of the defects. Another one would be furniture. Typically because it's just super, super big and hard to ship. There's a couple of companies out there that have figured it out, but they're not using Amazon. Amazon FBA, it's a lot more difficult to make really large products work with the shipping costs.
Now, what are some of the products to focus on? Like Danny was saying, something that is not seasonal. So something that we can sell year round. For me, I really like focusing on products that has that's a consumable, things that people use and things that people have to buy over and over again, because that's going to be able to develop recurring revenue for us. We also really like to focus on lightweight products. And why is that the case? Because, Amazon deals with shipping, and the higher the weight, the higher the shipping cost is. Things that we want to focus on is high margin products as well. Now, why is that the case, Danny?
Well, higher margin products are a lot safer. So what I like to think of, my profit margin is my safety margin. So let's say that I have a 40% profit margin. That means that I can cut my price by 40%, before I'm actually losing money on every sale. So let's say that crazy competition comes in and is undercutting me and driving the price down. I can still, keep lowering the price and still make a small profit, or at least get my money back. But let's say that I had a 10% profit margin and someone comes in and they're cutting my price by more than 10%. That means to actually get rid of that product, I'm going to have to sell every single product at a loss.
And yeah, for me, I actually, it's not that I actually don't like lowering the price. I actually like to actually spend more money on marketing, outbidding them on PPC. That way you're not devaluing your products and you're still able to have the margins to actually play around with your listing and whatnot. Now, a specific price point that we focus on is $80 to $120. Last episode we talked about, majority of the people that are selling out there, that people are teaching, are selling at price points of $15 to $65. Yes, the entrance fee is much lower. Yes, the risk is much lower. On the other hand, the competition is furious between these price points because people are teaching this. $15 to $65, all the courses out there, because just so then you can get a taste of how it's like running a business on Amazon. Just by setting the price point at $80 to $120, that outbeats 80% of the competition out there for us. So we find this as a sweet spot for us, and it also allows us to, have a lot less customer complaints to deal with. Just dealing with people that has higher margins and whatnot.
Oh, absolutely. And obviously it takes more money to play there, but if you have the money, we definitely recommend going for it. So another thing is that we should always be learning, guys. So research is what we're doing when we don't know what we're doing. So as entrepreneurs, one of the number one skills you can have is acquiring new skills. And if you don't know how to do something, then quickly learn how to do it and implement it. You don't have to go take crazy courses or, go sign up for a university or something like that, but you can be resourceful and go find out how to do things. So, whether we're talking about Amazon FBA or any other platform, you should always have the mentality to be constantly learning and researching about what you're doing.
Yeah, and especially with the rapid advancement of technology nowadays, there's always something to be learned, whether it be the new PPC campaigns, whether it be, Google changing up their formula of ranking, there's always something to be learned. And if we are not having this mentality of always needing to learn and wanting to learn to move with the market, you're definitely going to be left behind. At the end of the day, I myself am learning every single day. And lately I've been, picking up how to work out, learning the fundamentals and the macros and the intakes and everything. And this is just so that I can achieve the freedom that I want, to actually spend time with my friends, my family, and whatnot.
Oh, absolutely. So let's talk about a couple good frameworks for finding out how to learn things and acquire skills fast. So for me personally, podcasts is a really big one because, you can listen to podcasts while you're working out, while you're cooking or doing chores or something like that. And you can learn a lot of really great information that way. And a lot of the time, the guests on the podcast will have a book or a course or something that you can take. So, you can listen to them and decide if they seem like a really smart person that you want to learn from while you're listening to the podcast. And then, you can make the decision to go buy their book and actually learn further. It's a really great way to acquire skills really quickly.
And for me, I'm a little bit old school. I love reading books. That's where I'm able to find my mentor. And at different stages of my life and in different stages of my career, I find out different books that are going to be useful for that specific time frame and what I need to learn, whether it be learning how to develop better systems or learning how to be able to have different life hacks like Tim Ferriss's tools for Titans. I mean, these are really good resources for us that are out there. We just need to learn how to go out there and grab them and know the fact that this is essential for your success and for you to be able to achieve the freedom that you want.
Absolutely correct, Wilson. All right, so we got some action steps for you guys. It's one thing to hear it, but it's another thing to actually take action on it and improve your life. So number one, product research is 80% of the battle. Don't get stuck up on this. Really dive into it and really learn the ins and outs of product research. Get really good at it because this is definitely the most important thing when you're starting one of these businesses. The items to avoid, stay away from seasonal products, stay away from, hazardous products, stay away from super low price point products. You should be focusing on products that are $80 to $100 can sell well all year round. Ideally consumable. It can be hard to find really good consumable products, but you have the repeat customer base, super, super good. And also fairly lightweight so that your shipping cost is not going to kill your entire margin.
Now, always be learning as well, right? Be a student of life, listen to different podcasts like what Danny is saying, read books, always be out there searching. Like I said, the resources are out there for you. With Google, you can find anything. Once you understand the fundamentals of learning, product research becomes essential for your success. The core principles of product selection, we can really dive into technical aspects next week, and we'll share our set of criteria that we've used to find products for you. Just a little reminder, the show notes can be found at actualizefreedom.com/3, where you can be able to have all the show notes and transcripts as well. And if you like our episode, make sure that you leave us a review on iTunes. It really makes us happy and allows us to know that we're doing the right thing and that you guys are getting value from our podcast.
Totally. That's the number one way you guys can say thank you to us. If we gave you some value, if you guys learned something here, definitely please go do that. Thank you for joining us on Actualize Freedom, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks so much for listening to this episode of Actualize Freedom with Wilson and Danny, online at actualizefreedom.com. If you like today's episode, please review and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.